Okay, children, let me start a poem to you on killing a tree. This poem is written by Jeev Patel. Trees are very important to us. As we are learning science, we know how much of tree is important to us. We are getting lot of benefits from the tree. You know what is a tree? Tree is, it belongs to plant kingdom. It starts from the earth, from the seeds the tree started. To become a tree, it takes so many years to gather. It has to gradually come from the soil. It has to spread towards the soil, the root will go, towards the sunlight, the other parts of the plant will come out. That is the shoot system. It develops into branches. It gives the shade to us. It gives the medicinal plants and the food, everything to us. Without plants, there is no life for human beings as well as animals. So the tree is so important to us, we are not realizing all those things. Just we are cutting down the trees as easily as we like. Going on cutting down the trees. This is not good. So this is a lesson for us on killing a tree. If you are killing the tree, you are spoiling your lifespan. You are just reducing your lifespan. If there is no tree, no water. No water means certainly there is no life on the earth. So this is the thing we have to say. The tree will narrate the painful story of us to us. So the tree will say, so what all you did, what all you should not do. If you are cutting the branches, okay, it will come again. If you have uprooted the tree, uprooted means what? You are just taken out from the root. Again to develop a tree, it will take some years to gather. Okay, this is the poem. This is by Jeev Patel. So as usual, we will go to the poet. It's in page number 76. He is one of the prominent Indian poets. He belongs to India. His famous work include Evening, Forensic Medicine and From Bombay Central, the 3 books he has written. He has also penned 3 plays. Plays means what? Dramas. He has written 3 poems as well as 3 dramas. He has been conducting a poetry workshop. This poem is taken from his poetry collection, Poems. Poems on the heading, he has written many poems. In 1966, from this we have taken one of the chapter is one of the extract taken from the poem list. Okay, yeah. So let us go to the poem now. It's the simplest poem. It's a memorator poem. So totally how many lines are there? First is totally 4 paragraphs in this. First paragraph consists of 9 lines. Second paragraph 9 lines. And third one is 10. The last one is 6. Altogether 9 plus 9, 18, 20, 34 lines you should learn. Clear? And by the way, we got the question and answers. Yesterday, I just gave question and answers. I told you to write in a separate classwork notebook. Already you bought the notebook from the school. You have to take one notebook, that ruled notebook or unruled notebook, whatever it may be. I don't know what kind of notebooks you got. So you have to get one, maybe unruled notebook only for English or ruled nota. You take one notebook and just write English question and answers, what all I gave. It is in the thing only, video only, no. So whenever you are free, you just sit and write the question and answers one by one. And the grammar exercises we'll take in the regular class. Suppose if you are not able to follow, whatever the doubts you have, you can clear when we meet in person. Okay? Let me go to the poem now. This poem says the pain of the trees. Pain means what? You know what is it? It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It takes much time to kill the tree. Not a simple job of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crest, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous height, sprouting leaves. The tree has not immediately come out. First we have to sow the seeds. From the seeds, it takes much time to come out. First it has to grow. Then after that, from the earth it constituting out. It spreads the leaves. Okay, yeah. Rising out, feeding. Feeding means what? Consuming the food from the soil, water and upon the crust. Crust means what? Soil. Absorbing years of sunlight. So many years it gets the sunlight from the sun. it gets air, water, everything, and finally it leporous hide sprouting leaves. Then only after so many years only it spread is leporous. Then after so many years it leporous, it covers the land. You know, we are observing, we got plants at home. Even the small plant, you are sowing the seeds, immediately the plant will not come out. It will come out, it will absorb the soil, minerals, everything from the air, water, from the surrounding, and it started to grow slowly, gradually, and finally it absorbs everything, and finally after so many years of struggle, it comes into a plant. It may not, it is not sure about whether the plant will grow or not. Sometimes it may be perished in the young age itself, the young stage itself. It grows into a tree, it takes out nearly 20 to at least 5 to 6 years to become a tree. Okay, yeah. But cutting down the tree is very easy. Within 1 hour you can cut down such a big tree. The tree takes nearly 20 years, 25 years to develop. But within 1 hour we are cutting down the trees without knowing the importance of tree, without knowing the pains of a tree. Okay, this is the thing the tree says to us. Okay, what are the things it gives to us? It gives shade, fruit, vegetables, food, everything. And it's the shelter for animals as well as human beings. Give medicinal plants, everything we got from the plants only. Clear? So we are cutting down the trees for what? To get minerals, the shelter, factories, to make the factories, residential quarters for that and all. Okay, so this is the first paragraph. Let me say again, it takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple job of the knife. By the knife only we are cutting down the tree. We'll do it. We are doing it. Okay. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leporous height sprouting the leaves. After so many years, it started to give the leaves. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Hack and chop. What's the meaning of it? Chops means cutting down. Okay, yeah. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Tree is requesting us not to cut my branches, not to cut my root, because root is the anchor of the plants, no? Because of the root only it fixed to the soil. So it said, hack and chop, don't cut my branches and root. Not so much pain will do it, the bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground. If you are taking out the barks of the trees means what? And the trees the barks, they will be useful to us. If you are taking the bark, okay. If you are taking the branches, okay. But you should not uproot. Even bark, once you have taken, again it will grow. If you are taking if you cut down the branches, again the branches will come. But only thing what does not grow, if you cut down the root of the tree will not grow. And from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which in unchecked will expand again to form a size. Okay, yeah. So if you are cutting down the branches, again it will grow. It will go to the former size. Before it was, for example, the branches, 5 or 6 branches. If you cut down one branch, again the branch will be appeared. Okay, it will come to the former position. Former means what? Already before that it was, the same position it will come. No, the root is to be pulled out. What you can do? You can hack and chop. Okay, yeah. But you can cut down the branches, you can cut down the barks of the tree, but you shouldn't cut down the root. No, the root is to be pulled out. You should not pull out the root. If you are pulling out the root, the entire life of the tree will be spoiled. Out of anchoring earth. Anchoring means, I said no already, they are fixing the earth by the roots only. They are fixing to the earth by the roots. If you are pulling out, it is entirely robbed. You have just taken out the tree, make into pieces, cutting it off and roped out. Roped out means what? Tied up and snapped out or pulled out entirely. Sometimes a big tree means we cannot easily pull down. So we are trying with the rope and pulling out like this. We used to see. No. So we are trying the branches of the tree with the rope and we are just pulling up the tree. with uprooted. Uprooted means what? அப்படி வேரோட சாச்சிரும். So this cannot be done. Out from the earth cave and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. It was so many years inside the earth, the root. It was most sensitive part. If you are cutting down the trees like this by tying with the rope and plucking out with the root, it's very painful to the tree. Then the matter of scorching, suppose if you are doing like this, nothing will harm the plant. If you are destroying that, there is no life for the plant, it will perish. But the consequences we have to face. Consequences means what? Result. What are the results we are facing? Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air. So we are not getting the proper rain because there is no trees to collect the water and to escape to the and it evaporates to the atmosphere. We have studied in the transpiration, what is it? Excess of water from the plant transpire to the atmosphere and thus becomes rain. There is no chance because you are cutting down the trees. There is no trees to collect the water. There is no trees to stop the soil erosion. So what's the result? We have to get the scorching heat of the land, sun. Scorching is meant what? The கொளுத்துற வெயில் சொல்கிறோம் பாருங்கள், that is entirely the entire sunlight will fall on us. There is no protection. You cannot go and stand under the shelter of the sea because what? There is no tree. You are cutting down all the trees. So you have become browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. So after that, how the tree destroys, how the tree loses its life, the same like human being also has to lose the life. So the tree advises us not to cut down the root. You can cut down the branches or any other part of the tree because again it can be regained. But what cannot be regained? Roots. So once you have pulled out the roots, again the tree will not grow. So if you are damaging the tree, we are not damaging the tree alone, you are damaging yourselves, the human beings. You are spoiling the environment, you are spoiling the atmosphere, everything, because one is related to other. So thus by the poem, the poet requested us not to cut down the trees. Okay, children, do you follow what it is? Let me say again. So question and answers, already I gave the same like I will give in a voice call again. Let us see again. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple job of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leporous height sprouting leaves. Even one paragraph you are learning in one day also, you can memorize like that. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which unchecked will expand again to former size. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out or pulled out entirely. Out from the earth cave and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting and withering, and then it is done. So poet concludes like that. If you are harming the tree, you are harming yourself. Nothing to say in this. So mostly this is not in the poetical way properly. So we cannot find out the rhyming pair, rhyming scheme. Even though rhyming pair is a one or two rhyming pair only we can see. Okay, children, this is the poem. In the next class I will give the answers for you. Thank you. So let me go through what are the things they. Can a simple job of question and answers just go through? How is a tree? You know already I said what it is. How long does a tree take to grow? At least minimum 4 years to 5 years. But for the cut down the trees, how many years you want? At least 1 hour? Not 1 hour, 1 hour or 2 hours, that's enough. So always, for construction is very easy. Construction is hard, but destruction is easy. This is the thing, poem we got it. Okay, so if you are seeing the thing, what are the rhyming pair? The first one, tree, knife, grown, earth, feeding, absorbing. So here, 5th line and 6th line we can see the rhyming pair, feeding and absorbing. This is rhyming pair. Okay, yeah. Next one you have to say, in the second paragraph, won't do it, will do it. That is second line. This is first stanza. In the second stanza, we can say, won't do it, will do it. Both are same only. This is other rhyming pair. And the same one we can say, twigs and bows. Same pronunciation. The correct poetical form means we can easily find out what are the rhyming scheme, rhyming pair. It is just giving a message to us. And then the next paragraph you have to say, nothing dear. So even though we are searching here and there, we can find out only one or two questions. One or two rhyming pair or rhyming scheme. There is no chance of rhyming scheme at all, only rhyming pair you can say. Then go through the question, odd words at the back of the thing. Crust, what's the meaning of crust? The brown hard outer portion of the surface, earth. So crust means what? Outer portion of the earth. Leporous, I say, covered with scales, full covers. But other things and all easiest meanings only. It's the simplest form of the poem. Any other doubts in this poem? So memorize, at least you can learn within a day, or else even though medium we are, that is average student here, means you can learn within 2 days. So then and then as soon as we complete the lessons, you just go through the memory poem, at least you could read. But all the lessons, how many lessons so far we have completed in this? The portions are given. I think learning the game, I think maybe she has completed, I don't know. Stopping by woods on snowy evening, we gave question and answers. The first unit. The second unit, I cannot climb trees anymore, a poison tree, we gave the question and answers. Now what has completed? The fun they had supplementary, and the poem on killing a tree completed.